This is how a narcissist plays their game to hide their miserable life. To all of our viewers, we wish you a happy and restful day. Your time in viewing this video is greatly appreciated. Today, we'll discuss the activities that narcissists engage in to divert their attention from their misery. Narcissists are, at their essence, insecure people. They are miserable because they feel worthless, embarrassed, and empty. They put up a facade of protection to keep this emptiness hidden from themselves and others. Their shields consist of the story they tell themselves and others to make them feel better when in reality, they are only covering up the truth that they are emotionally empty. Narcissists may experience emotional discomfort from both positive and negative life events, but this does not make their actions acceptable. Although it may be difficult, it is possible to overcome feelings of insecurity and other mental health issues like anxiety without resorting to emotional abuse or other destructive methods. First of all, when going through a bad moment, it is always good to have something to take your mind off of problems. While this is something that the average person may engage in occasionally, narcissists engage in it on a regular basis. Indeed, it is essential to their survival. Narcissists are some of the most tormented and miserable people in society. Narcissists use a wide range of strategies to cope with pain and suffering. I refer to them as diversions, and narcissists demand them because they can't stand to be alone with themselves. For this reason, I'll be talking about the top 3 types of interruptions that occur most frequently in the narcissist's lives. Depression, remorse, and grief once overwhelmed the narcissist. Almost each of them. But narcissists always try to push such feelings to the back of their minds. Therefore, they always seek external validation. So they come up with many games and tricks. Every one of us is just a pawn in the narcissist's grand game of life. They expect us to enhance, enrich, and simplify their lives in some way. Because we can divert their focus from their own issues, they put their trust in us. Relationships are highly valued by narcissists because they are a source of ongoing narcissistic supply in the form of praise, approval, and confirmation. They get a huge dose of dark narcissistic supply from watching us suffer. In order to alleviate their narcissistic supply needs and divert their attention from their own inner anguish, many covert narcissists find engaging in social interactions to be fulfilling. Narcissists are easily diverted, and when they focus their attention on something, they may become so consumed by it that they strive to absorb it into themselves. Their ideal partner and union are creations of their own imagination. They become fully engrossed in this idea until boredom sets in, or they find someone who seems more compatible with their needs. A narcissist's inability to commit to a single person sometimes manifests in a multitude of relationships. When a narcissist finally manages to get away, he or she is sure to meet someone else who sparks their attention and turns out to be a good match. In this video, I went over some of the other factors that contribute to the dual lives of narcissists. But instead of focusing on themselves, they look to exact revenge or cause harm to others. When a narcissist is actively hurting and manipulating another person, they feel a rush of dopamine and a sense of mastery and strength. Because of this, the narcissist is able to get their hands on some dark narcissistic supply and focus on someone else's pain instead of their own. People and relationships are the main sources of distraction for narcissists because we provide them with a narcissistic supply. For fun and distraction, they will engage in romantic relationships with the seduction of, manipulation of, triangulation of, misinformation of, and physical harm to everyone they can get their hands on. Narcissists may use activities aimed at bettering themselves as a distraction. They hardly ever have the time or means to help others, yet they never seem to be short of opportunities to better themselves. They could put in as much effort as they like studying, but it wouldn't help. To achieve their goals, they will spare no effort. They can't seem to find a place to call home, and so they're determined to keep going forward at any cost. They can now share their good fortune with their loved ones. Narcissists who are good at hiding their actual character are continually trying to win over the people in their lives. The more the public believes the fake persona they created to wow and win over the people, the more successful they will be. Narcissists care a great deal about how they come across to others and take great pride in bragging about how busy they are. However, it is essentially just talking. When they act like they have their hands full with the housework and the kids, it's mostly for show. Those closest to a narcissist are generally the ones who suffer because of their attempts to conceal their actual nature. When they are at home, they are too wrapped up in themselves to care about anyone else's business. Diversionary strategies such as learning a new language, getting a new certification, or repeating the same study 100 times are all ways that people might avoid working on themselves and the things that really matter. Last but not least, their dependency problems keep them up at night. Narcissists have a tendency to become dependent on things that make them happy and take their minds off their difficulties. To clarify, not all narcissists are addicts, but most, if not all, addicts are narcissists. Narcissists have a wide range of interests, from drugs and alcohol to sex and pornography to more benign pursuits like gardening, collecting, and video gaming. Narcissists often make trivial activities into mandatory parts of their day because they need to do them to feel whole. Put simply, narcissists become dependent on others. Their addictions are the only thing holding them together every day. Narcissists will go to tremendous lengths to avoid being alone with themselves, as this is when they are most likely to feel shame and inadequacy. They're attempting to escape their problems, which is why they're drawn to these things. Obsessive behavior is common among narcissists. I've learned that these people develop unhealthy obsessions with particular people, groups, or things. Relationships are interesting and entertaining distractions. By diverting their attention to more trivial matters, like feeding their addictions and perfecting their false self, narcissists are able to put off facing their deeper problems. The narcissist makes use of all of these things and more without guilt or care for the individuals they hurt or use. All their suffering disappears at that moment, but it's only temporary. That's why they never stop craving more. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I hope you found this video useful. Feel free to share your thoughts in the space provided. Please consider sharing this video and giving it a thumbs up in advance. To that end, I sincerely hope you found this video to be enlightening. Please accept our deepest gratitude for watching this. Have a wonderful week, and may God shower His blessings upon you.